Lekker.
Denk ik zo. Ik ga even checken of het echt werkt.
Nou. Oh ja.
Jongens, we lopen.
Yes, he's live.
Yeah,
We're
we are live. All right. There are already quite some people watching. Welcome everyone to this live stream with Jaap, Sjef, and me. Sjef is currently packing the grips that a bunch of you already ordered. How many grips have we sold so far?
I don't
think
know.
we are halfway through our stock.
Halfway through or something.
Halfway through, so that's quite fast.
Nice.
In only a few days, so we're really happy with that.
Yeah. Thanks everybody who ordered and who showed interest.
Yeah.
If you are still in doubt whether you should get one from this first batch, we are running out. So I don't want to push you into doing something you don't want to do, but it is a good time to start deciding.
Yeah. So we started off with one batch, and we didn't know how good it was gonna sell neither. So we started off with one batch, and it's selling out quite fast, above our expectations maybe. So we have a lot of work this weekend. We had quite a lot of work. As you can see, Sjef is still working.
Still.
Or not quite.
Yeah.
Sjef is
I've
trying
been
to work.
I've been packing the whole morning and afternoon, so which is a good sign. I'm happy about that, but it's also a lot of work.
Yeah, but we're mainly here right now to answer some questions from you guys. So if you have any questions, drop them in the chat, and we'll try to answer them as good as possible.
They don't have to be grip related.
They don't have to be.
No.
They can be archery related. They can be personal life related. They can be anything related. How much will the grip be in Germany? So our grips are starting from 69.95, including taxes, in Europe. It starts at 69.95. And if you want to have your name customized on it, we'll have some examples of that. When you pay 10 euros more, Sjef has a laser in his room, and he can customize your name into the grip, which is a really cool feature. You can check out the pictures online. I'm gonna actually grab my riser.
And also your personal logo. You can also get that laser into the grip.
Yeah, we can laser basically possible shape into the grip as long as we have a PG. So right here I have my grip. My second name is Berend, and right there you have it, Berend lasered into the grip, which is a really nice feature. And I don't think there's any other grip you're gonna get where you have the possibility to customize your name into it. That's a really nice feature. And as Jaap said, if you have a logo or something from your company or some cool shape that you want, you can also have that printed in. For example, one of our teammates, Jona Wildhagen, he is a physics student and does a lot with maths in his school, and he is a big fan of weird integrals and all stuff that's related to maths, and we can actually put that on the grip. You'll see some pictures from that in the future. But yeah, anything that you want on the grip, we can fix that. Hi guys, will there be other colors in caps and shirts soon? Yes, there will be new shirt colors. We are now adding
Military green, yeah, military green.
And it's the coolest. So the story behind our shirts, these are new too. We had some light gray and blue ones, and these are the dark gray shirts that we have right now in the store. Jaap has the black one, and something went a little wrong with producing them. So a little bit of the paint came off in the first washing when they first went to the washing machine. So we couldn't sell those. So we had to come up with a new batch, and that's on the way. So army green will be added to the shirts. And we are aware that right now we have only men's size shirts. We will be adding women's size shirts in the future. But it's just an investment that we have to make, and we want to build it up one step at a time. And but we're gonna add women's size shirts in the future
If people keep ordering shirts.
if people keep ordering shirts, obviously. So for the caps, we don't really have new color plans.
No, we
I
have
think
gray now, and we might do dark blue, navy blue. But yeah, it all depends on what is possible with the stock, and yeah. But I think we have gray ones now.
yeah. So
Yeah, it has a limited
that
edition blue one on his head.
Yeah. Blue and
yeah.
white.
So fun fact about the caps is that they don't have like what is that, like a sticker on it that you kind of print on it. They don't have the sticker, but they have an embroidered logo in it. So it's like really, yeah, that goes out of focus, yeah, but it has a really
The,
nice embroidered logo on it. That is cool. So Simone Nucchiotti, I don't know how you say it. It's so nice to see Chef packaging all the boxes.
Yeah, I lasered
Great.
yours. I lasered yours, Simone. I think it's Lucio that I lasered
Yeah.
on it, and it looks really cool. So it's somewhere in one of these boxes, and yeah, it's gonna get to you soon.
Cool.
Yeah, so we have a lot of like some people here already who have ordered the grip, and yeah, we are really happy that you guys ordered it in the first place, and we are so stoked for you to get your hands on the grip because we think it's so cool. So I have
Yeah, and not only cool,
like
it's like there's thought behind it as well. It's not just a cool looking grip, but the shape has been thoroughly thought out, and there's yeah some long days and nights of sanding and trying and testing until I got to a shape where I thought this is the shape I want to shoot, and I think other people will want to shoot. So yeah, it's not just a gimmick. It's not just a nice grip with your name on it. It also like will help your performance if you shoot in this similar way as I do.
yeah,
Guys,
so
you enjoy shooting
let's
it,
go
but
back. Oh, sorry, Chef.
you enjoy shooting it, guys. You
I do.
you changed to it like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So how did
So
that come to be?
so I my background story is that I played like with some grips, and then about 1 year ago, Chef gave me this old GMX grip that you used to shoot.
Yeah.
And then I shot with that, and I shot my best scores with that. But like after the season, I decided to go to a higher wrist grip because I was kind of moving with my wrist, and it seemed to be solved with a higher wrist grip. And I didn't like the high wrist grip that much, but well, at the moment it seemed yeah, to work the best until I got this grip in my hands, and then I again felt how it feels like to shoot a low wrist grip, which is so comfortable, and yeah, that made me switch again to like a lower.
and there's Case gone.
Yeah, which also
So
probably means that the live stream is. Oh, there you are.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
back.
back.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
it's connection.
we
What
missed a bit. We missed a bit.
where
I don't know. Well, I think you were just saying that you were going back to the or to a low wrist grip.
yeah.
In
So
other
I went
words,
back to
chef's
Yeah.
grip, and it really works for you.
Yeah.
But it's funny because
So-
also Yona seems to like it. Who else? Damien
Damien Vaas, yeah.
Damien Vaas, they're all guys in the national team. So
Yeah. Rick van der Ven liked the idea of it and the feel, but for now it's only right-handed and for Hoyt, and Rick shoots left-handed and MK, so he'll have to wait for it. But he also had good things to say about it. So yeah, I'm quite excited about getting these grips into all of the people's hands and seeing what they think, because I think it's more than just a nice looking grip. I seriously do.
Yeah. So Steve is about to. Steve said at least that he's gonna test it too. So we'll hear some thoughts of his side too in the future.
Yeah.
The one thing that I really noticed for this grip is that it's varnished, so it has quite a smooth like coat around it. And normally I wouldn't really like that because I feel like when you get sweaty, it gets slippery. But I figured that when I get sweaty, and like last week we had some sweaty weather here in the Netherlands. When your hands get a little sweaty, and it actually moves into position more. So the only thing I had to do there is relax my hands as much as possible, and then it will move into position like better than with the other grips I've shot. So that's really a real big win situation.
Nice.
And then also that these grips are CNC machined and they're all identical. They're
Give or
all the
take,
same,
yeah.
give or take identical. But they are all the same, and that stops for me and for Sjef too the constant struggle of trying to find a spare grip. So, like with the older Hoyt wooden grips, there would be quite some difference in those grips, and with the new high performance plastic grips, there's not so much difference between them, but you're limited to only shooting high wrist grips.
And plastic.
And the plastic one, yeah. And well, this is a nice option to get two identical grips, at least for the top archers. That's great. Sjef, what are your first thoughts on like the grip? Because well, you're a woodworker. You minded the design part more. What were your thoughts about it? Or what was your?
I think you mean Jaap, or
Yeah.
you said Sjef.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I remember Sjef and I kind of together came up with the idea of trying to make a wooden grip that's not a layered wood, but just one solid piece of wood.
Yeah, we didn't want laminations.
Exactly, and we thought it would be really cool to make a solid wooden grip. And we discussed if that was possible, and looked at it from different angles, trying to, because if it was going to break, it wouldn't be useful. But of course it isn't going to break. They already exist, that kind of grip. So, but still, we had to look at it and we had to test it. And well, then we thought about the idea how cool it would be to actually make more of them and sell them. And that would initially we thought we were going to do that ourselves, and we quickly came back from that idea because it would be an awful lot of work. It would be almost impossible to make them affordable for clients. And so we thought about CNC machining, milling, and well, that was a more promising idea, and then we had to scan it with a 3D scanner and put it in software and make a 3D drawing of it, and that took quite a while, and it was pretty difficult. And I asked my brother, who's much better at that kind of stuff, to help us, and he did. So and then we had to get the drawing to a milling company and discuss all the features and the price and the stuff. And man, it was quite a lot of work.
Yeah,
but it was
for the people who constantly remind us of the price of our grip. there is some margin on the grip, obviously, because we need to earn something on it, but there is so much work and time and effort, and we've been working on this for over a year, and I think it's like a year and 2 or 3 months in the work. Um,
Yeah,
before we got to this stage. And now we finally have it to this point. So like the amount of time and energy that we put into this reflects a bit in the price, which is why to some people the price might be a bit steep.
yeah,
Yeah.
and this also why we started off with just Hoyt grips. Um, we are aware that a lot of people would like it for win-and-win bows, and we would like it for win-and-win bows too. But it has a whole, yeah. Obviously, the win-and-win bows have a different fitting, so we need to find a way to take this shape of the grip and make it compatible for win-and-win risers. And then we need to like we first have to design that, which is going to be a lot of work, and then we have to discuss it with the milling company and like get everything in stock, and that's just going to take a whole lot of more work. So that's why that is pending. We are planning to do it in the future, but now first you see how hard Sjef is working. This is all in our spare time, so we are confident that we'll bring out more uh, grips from more risers and also some other products, but we're taking it one step at a time.
Yeah. And also the part of the price is also because we're really, really sure that it's just a quality product.
Yep.
That's basically the most important reason we think it's really worth it, and not only because of our work, but because let's say it didn't work out at all and we put in all that work, that would be a shame. But okay, that's you take that for granted. But well, we were quite amazed when the first grips arrived, and we were like, holy crap, this is something serious. This is quite something. So that's why we decided like it's a quality product. So and we try to also uh, give you guys a good service and a neat looking box and
And
just the
then
whole package.
neat looking website as well.
Yeah, a
We spent
website.
countless hours in the website. I don't know if you guys have checked it out yet, but the new website is up. There's a link in the video, but also Gijs is probably putting a link in the description as I'm talking or in the comments. Um,
What do you know?
I think, have one of the best looking web shops in archery right now. I'm very proud of it.
Nice.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of work went into it. That's just what it is for now, and there will be a lot of more work that will go into it. We're not done. We're just starting up.
Guys, is there some questions from the audience?
Yeah, just wanted to say that. Let's move through some questions. We left out at the new colors for the shirts and caps. So there are new shirts coming. Army green. These shirts are for sale already. So if you want to get one of these shirts, they're in the web shop. Then question: what's your current world ranking, Sjef?
I don't know. Last time I checked, I was number 7, I think.
Like that, Sjef? Top 10 at least.
Yeah, might be 6, 7, 8, somewhere in that region.
Then another question for Sjef. Would you recommend your axle curve sight to a novice archer?
Yeah, if they enjoy shooting a like slightly larger aperture than average with nice and bright fiber, I mean, why not? I'm really happy with it, so why wouldn't a novice archer be happy with it?
Yes.
Yeah. And you will be able to use it for your whole archery career.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it's one solid piece of a side pin. It won't break. Like with these small side pins, I think they're Spigarelli. Like a lot of people pinch their arrow through it.
Yeah, that's the Spigarelli one. Yeah.
Yeah, that won't happen with the Sjef spin. It is a super nice grip. we have Menno Timmermans in the chat, and
Hey, Menno.
I think he's the first person,
Yeah,
the first person who actually bought the grip and has it.
yeah. He bought it at the Dutch Bow store in a physical store, and Menno is the first customer to get his hands on the grip, so that's really cool.
Yeah, and it is a super nice grip, are his words. So that's clear language. Will
Thanks,
there be
Menno.
Yeah, thank you. Will there be XXL size shirts? That depends on the stock too. Like if we sell out real quick, we can broaden our stock. If not, we'll have to. We have to,
Is this
decide
Menno
that
asking,
later.
or
What did you say?
is this Menno asking for the?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can bring an XL to the store, Menno, and you can fit it because the shirts they run kind of large, so it might be a good fit, anyways.
Yeah. Any Triple Trouble videos challenges coming soon? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
There's
have an
one
immense
video.
video coming up.
There's one video for target panic. Jaap talks about it, how he cured his target panic, or sort of attempted to, and that has some really interesting insights, and that's going to be a huge video.
Yeah, but it'll be quite long, right? I think it's
Yeah,
a lot of talk.
it's gonna be a huge video, but it's gonna be worth the watch, I think.
Yeah.
First roll of tape.
Yeah, so the cool thing is we have triple double tape.
Yeah.
Sjef, can you show one package like closer?
I don't know where.
Oh,
Yeah. We thought that was worth the investment.
cool.
Yeah. So there will be new videos coming soon, new challenges. So we have the bare, but like the cheap
The
version.
mini bow.
Wait,
Yeah.
guys. Wait. Kristen made brownies.
It's really hot.
Oh.
You just take the whole thing.
Yeah, approved.
Can you send some brownies our way, Sjef? That would be
Um,
great.
I'll check
video
with
side of the river.
yeah. I'll check with management.
Okay. I have no clue what we were saying. Oh, yeah.
About the coming up, the videos coming up.
Yeah. So there's this one video, cheap versus expensive bow, and a lot of people requested that for 70 meters. So I guess Sjef and Jaap have to go head to head again quite soon.
I'm not sure I'm up for that.
Yeah, I had a little talk with Jaap about this, and Jaap thinks you should maybe take his place
Why should I?
because Jaap
No.
is yeah.
I've seen Jaap's progress in his technique, and it's going so well. I think.
I'm getting recognized all the time from that video, and it's not in a good way.
I don't want to risk losing to Sjef when Sjef is with like a beginner's bow. Yeah, that's we're not gonna do that.
Well, but if I'm gonna shoot at 70 meters with that thing, well, not with that thing, but against that thing, I'm definitely gonna lose. So there's no point in even making this video.
You'll have a chance.
I don't think so. I haven't even shot on 70 meters with a recurve yet.
You haven't?
No.
Virgin.
No, well, you can shoot at the club again, right?
Yeah. So, finally. So, yeah.
So what's your excuse, Jaap?
Yeah, okay,
Go and train.
yeah, well, I have some other stuff on my mind currently.
Yeah, that's something fun to talk about. What are you working on, Sir Bolt?
My own website, which will be boldbows.com. It's not online yet, but in a few days, in about a week, it will be online. And that is purely for my well, to show you my bows and to hopefully sell them, and well, later on also other archery products, but for now it's bows. So well, I've been working about almost 2 years now on building a company to sell bows, and well, it's been quite a 2 years. Well, the same I just said about the grip, all the work that went into it. About the same goes for the bow building, but then even more time.
Yeah, if you take
So-
it took 2 years, then we did quite well in 1 year.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, none of our grips have broken yet.
I can't recall my last broken bow, but well, so no, so yeah, so about the 15th of June will be hopefully the date when the website will go online, and well, I'm really proud of that work. I'm well really excited also. Hopefully, I can finally sell some bows professionally, and well, I realize most archers here are recurve archers, but it doesn't matter if you want to have a look at it. It would be great, and
Yeah.
it
Even
also would be
even
great if you let me know what you think about it.
yeah.
So
Even if you are a recurve archer, I mean, I am a recurve archer, but I thoroughly enjoy looking at Jaap's work. So it's yeah, just a little tip from my side. Just check out his bows because they're freaking cool.
Yeah,
cheers, thanks.
yeah, they are cool. Let's run through some questions because there are quite some coming in now. I added about 1 inch surf at the bottom of my center surfing. Do I have to retune, and which part of basic tuning are needed? I won't retune personally.
Yeah, I wouldn't retune. I would just continue shooting, check if there's something seriously wrong with your tune, and if there isn't something wrong, just keep shooting because eventually consistent shooting will bring you more than constantly tuning your bow.
Yeah. So just check everything, and if something's wrong, you will notice it. If it just shoots the same as you did before, then nothing's wrong apparently. It's so satisfying watching Sjef cut the corners of the tape. I trust him to package anything with perfection. I was looking at that all the time when Jaap was talking about his bow. I was looking at how Sjef cut the corners of the tape.
Yeah, but my dad is a bookbinder, and I am by no means anywhere close to his bookbinding skills, but he did teach me to cut corners, and that sounds really bad. My dad taught me to cut corners in life. No, if you cut the corners, you can fold the tape over each other and not have sticky parts sticking out. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And not all of the boxes are beauties, but I think they will survive the shipping. So that's the most important part.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Can we use your grips in any riser, for example, one CD Archery? No, for now they're only available for Hoyt risers, and for Hoyt risers from around 2007, 2006 and
Yeah.
on. So that's the Hoyt Nexus and the Hoyt Helix. They are compatible with our grip, or our grip is compatible with those risers. And all the way on to the modern Hoyts, the Formula XI, and they're compatible with the Hoyt hunting bows. So the Hoyt hunting recurves, such as the Satori. That's my favorite. The Hoyt Satori, I think Sjef has it.
Yeah.
A matte black hunting bow with our grip that looks amazing. It's beautiful. Does the grip have any roughness to prevent slipping? No. It's
Well,
varnish.
you say
I have
no, but it is a matte finish, and it's not as slippery as like a glossy finish, I think. So it has some texture to it.
it has some texture. And as I explained in the start of this live stream, it also like the shape causes that it slips like towards the middle of your hand. So when you have slippery hands, it will actually stay in there, and that's not just a selling gimmick, but that's actually because it has a really round part right here, and it kind of slopes like this. So when you put your hand in, your hand wants to basically go in there like this. So when you get slippery hands, it will slip in there actually.
But if you buy the grip and you find it too slippery, you can always just get some rough sanding paper and make some texture yourself. So
Yeah. And if
there's
you're
no
then
problem.
if you're then afraid of moisture because you open up the grip is sealed when it comes out of the box, so it doesn't soak up water. If you are afraid of the grip soaking up water after you sand it, you can either give it a little bit of a quick paint job yourself, or you can put some string wax on it and rub it in, and that will also prevent it from soaking up any water.
No. Note though that as soon as you sand it yourself, there's no warranty anymore on it.
Yeah. So the warranty will be void.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Can I have one grip for free?
Grip for free.
Depends who's asking.
Blah blah
Blah
archery.
blah archery.
That doesn't sound very convincing to me.
There's one deal. If you go to our web shop and you click on the checkout, and you perform the next steps that are shown there, then you can get one. That's how it works. If you check out, then do all the pay stuff. So PayPal is most obvious thing. If you go through that, then we'll send you one.
Yeah. If you pay us €70, we'll get you one for free.
Yeah. How would you describe the difference between the lower part of the grip to a Hoyt grip? Assuming that you mean the modern Hoyt grips, really the high grip grips.
I might have one here.
I have one there.
Let's see.
Interesting fact though is that all grips are made out of a solid piece of wood, and they're all slightly different because it's just a tree, and then they chopped it up in blocks, and then they clipped out of it. So every grip is from a different part of the piece and looks slightly different. So here I have a very light, and then on the other one I have a darker one, and it all has a different texture. So your grip is really unique. If you get one, it's unique. There won't be one with exactly the same grip, although the shape is exactly the same. Grip.
I can't find one. So the modern Hoyt grips are very angular. So you get like one flat surface that if it fits your hand, I guess is fine, but it didn't fit my hand, so I don't want to shoot with it. And the grip that we designed together is much more comfortable to hold. It's much nicer to see. Like everything is just, yeah, it's just nicer. I don't really know how to explain better.
It's as we call it, an ergonomic design. So it's really round, and it just fits your hand in a more natural way than the Hoyt grip, which, to my opinion, too, is a bit busty, just a bit too big for my hands. And I do have quite big hands, Sjef also.
Yeah.
It's just not that comfortable for us, and that's personal preference. Hi guys, I'm a beginner archer from Paraguay. I've been following you, your technique week tips. My groupings are better now. Thank you so much.
That's
so
fun
nice
to
to hear.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Which one did she watch, or he? The first one or the one with
So there's two technique week series, and they're very, very useful for beginning archers, but also intermediate archers. And we walked through the basics of archery, And when you master all those things, you are like quite
Well on your way to
on your way. Yeah, that's
yeah.
what I was saying.
Right?
Yeah.
To be a great archer. Yeah.
When the grip becomes available for other brands, will it only be for the bigger brands or also for gray archery risers? We'll take it one step at a time. So the most logical next step for us will be win a win, because we've had like so many questions already for that. So win a win, MK, those brands. It all
Yeah.
depends on how it's going. Maybe in 1 year or so, we've set up a big web shop where we have the possibilities to produce grips for every riser that we
Yeah,
can
you,
imagine.
you you just have to, like, as a consumer, you have to keep in mind that every time we add a shape or like a type of grip, it is a couple thousand euros of investment, and that's excluding all of the work that goes before it with changing the shape and changing the fitment, and so the workflow would be as follows. We try to make our 3D model in such a way that it fits on the bow. Then we have to send it to a CNC milling company and request prototypes so that we can fit them on a bow. So we first would have to find a bow as well, which I can probably arrange at the shop that I work at. Then we have to probably alter it because yeah, that's what we had to do with the first batch of grips as well. The fitment wasn't perfect yet, so we perfected it and then sent them the updated drawing, and then so there's like this back and forth that will cost you hundreds and hundreds of euros before even placing the order, which is also a couple thousand euros. So to automatically assume that we will do all of the brands within a couple months is madness. We will start with Hoyt and see how we go, and then yeah, that's the way it goes.
Yeah, exactly. We are like hoping for it. So our goal is obviously to make them available for every bow ever, which would be super cool. But we are just limited to resources, obviously,
Yeah,
and time, because Chef and I are full-time archers. Jaap is working and setting up his own web shop too.
yeah, yeah. He's
So
a full-time scraper of his own sticks.
exactly.
Exactly.
So we'll need to squeeze it in somewhere.
Yeah.
What happens to why do they do it? Well, we had
Corona.
this planned
COVID-19.
to work on more, but then there weren't any competitions anymore, and where we would see other archers due to the corona, obviously.
Yeah, it is one of my favorite. Well, I would say series, but it's only 2 episodes, I think, right now. But
No, more.
we have
We've got
Meta and Mike,
Meta.
Oh,
and who
that's
else?
it?
Right?
Oh,
So I made those 2 videos, and they were super fun to make. I could put some creative outlet in it. But now, yeah, since there's no competitions and I cannot meet up with international people and ask them if they would even do the video with me, like it doesn't quite work. So that's why we haven't done any more videos.
also, Chef didn't really shoot any indoor competition, so that doesn't help neither.
No,
Um,
because I was
and
focusing on this outdoor season, which is so far going extremely well.
left-handed grips. Yes, they are available for pre-order. So as we explained, it's quite expensive to make a stock. But we want to give left-handed people a chance too. But obviously, our main customers have like order right-handed grips because there are just more people who are right-handed. So we have put that as a pre-order option, and we can say that we are almost at the point where we can order a new batch of left-handed grips, or we're actually at that point. We're just gonna wait a little bit more, like 1 week more, to see if we have to order a new batch of right-handed grips too. So we are working on it. They are available on pre-order. So if you pre-order one, you have all the rights. You get the first left-handed grip we get, and you have a 100% refund available at all times. So you can pre-order, but when you email us, I want my money back, and you don't have your grip yet, we obviously give you your money back. So they are available on pre-order on the website, triple-archery.com. Why walnut wood over other types of wood? That's a good question. Yeah, take it away.
Because it was the most popular. We did a little poll on Instagram and Facebook, and we had walnut, maple, or cherry, and walnut was by far the most popular. So we went with walnut, but it's not really because it's a great quality or something. It has little to do with the quality because it doesn't really matter for your shooting.
It's all the wood types are all similar. All the grips are made of like one block, one piece of wood. It's just that people liked it more, the walnut wood.
That's a simple answer.
Yeah. No.
I've got a Hoyt in mind. Such a nice grip, looks like a fine upgrade. Greetings from Nijmegen.
Nijmegen. That's quite
Nijmegen.
close to Sjef's bow store, where Sjef works. Nijmegen.
Yeah, that's Wageningen.
Yeah, but Wageningen
Oh,
and
okay.
Nijmegen are quite close.
True.
So if you go to the Dutch bow store where Sjef works, he might be able to sell you one.
Or you can try one. We have a test grip at the Dutch bow store, so you can try it on your bow. And
also the Hoyt.
And also the Hoyt, yeah.
Yeah. So I would recommend going there, the Dutch bow store. When do you think you'll get the left-handed grips? As we said, like we're
not going over that again.
We're expecting to put an order out within 1 or 2 weeks, and then it's up to the milling company. But we'll tell them that we're in a bit of a hurry. We'll tell them that they have to deliver them as fast as possible. Stop repeating yourself. I'm sorry, I just did that.
No, I said it to the guy above, I guess.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Might get a Hoyt in the future. Will the grips be available for a long time, or will they sold out shortly? Yes and yes.
Yeah.
We expect to sell out quite fast because we're already through half of our stock.
Just over half already.
2 days. Over half.
Yeah.
So we are almost selling out, but we're gonna put out a new order for the grips, and we're gonna get a new batch. So we will not permanently sell out. So you're gonna get a Hoyt in the future. The chances that you'll be able to get a grip for it are there. Just bought your series Axel site Sjef, and I'm loving it.
That's cool. I'm happy to hear that. That's another product that I completely stand behind because I helped design it and just gave them feedback and told them exactly what I want. So it's just like with this grip, it's not just a marketing thing. I'm shooting it. I'm liking it. It's something that I thoroughly enjoy shooting. So yeah.
Yeah. So it's the grip. You first made the grip for yourself to like what you thought was the best possible grip, and after that came the idea to maybe put it for sale.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you a little bit of an anecdote about that. I made a grip while we were at Biter. I think you were there.
I was there, yeah.
I spent some hours with sanding paper and the vacuum cleaner every evening.
Yeah.
Just sitting there, sanding away, putting some material back, and then sanding some more off and trying to find the perfect shape. And then suddenly there was this moment where I found it, and like it was indoor 70 meters, and I couldn't really miss the 10. It almost felt like it. Like I was shooting very high scores. And then I took it to a competition in Romania where it was raining the whole week, but I forgot to seal the grip off. I just sanded, made the right shape, and I was happy with it. And then we were shooting in the rain, and it just soaked up all the water. And then by having all the water soak up, it sort of like deformed and it started cracking, which was the moment when I sent the APA message like, can you help me out because my grip is kind of going to shit. So and then Jaap said, I'm sure we can figure something out. So we tried to fix it as best as possible, and yeah, we got it back in time to shoot it at the World Championships. And then came the idea, like, because it was taking a lot longer than we previously anticipated. So that was the moment we thought, like, what if we see if we can get a 3D scan and, you know, make them or have them milled? Like, wouldn't that be cool? And I was like, yeah, but like, you know, small quantities is very expensive to mill. And it's like, what if we make a big quantity and see if people are interested in shooting the exact grip that you are shooting? And this is how, like, this is the reason we're doing this live stream. Like, it's, yeah, actually because it was shit weather in Romania that we now have these grips in our web shop.
So y'all can thank the weather god.
Yeah,
Wasn't that the week after you shot your personal best with that grip
yeah,
in Turkey?
yeah. That was the first European 690 in international competition. With that grip, with this grip, but made out of some simple laminated wood and plumber's putty.
Yeah. Wasn't that the time at Beider where you shot like over 2060s?
Yeah,
Or was that last year?
no, that was this time.
Or that was the last time? That was pretty legendary. How about the Hoyt GMX? Didn't
Yeah,
you shoot a GMX grip before this, Sjef?
yeah, yeah. How about the Hoyt GMX?
The record Sjef has every bow in his room.
This is not true, and I will not accept this statement. It will fit on a Hoyt GMX, and yeah, you obviously with the GMX you have this side plate normally. I don't have it here, but I can show you. I have one grip here, and fits.
What,
So
a bit lower? Yes. Yeah.
so it fits perfectly. So you can shoot this grip on a GMX without any problems.
Yeah. So every bow after 2007.
Recurve bow, because we had an email from somebody asking if it fits his Invicta, which it doesn't.
Oh, you can try. You can just put a screw through your. Yeah, you could make it work, but it won't be.
Warranty void if
Double-sided tape.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I use a leather golfing glove to prevent slippage. Well,
kinky.
if it works.
Okay.
All right. I have issue with the torque using the Hoyt X I grip. Arrow stand go to the right. Would this new grip be able to help reducing the torque? I think it will.
I don't know because I haven't shot the XI grip. I not for a longer period of time than maybe 30 arrows, but I don't struggle with torque when I'm shooting this grip because it just like I can put my hand in it and relax it and nothing happens. But what it does for you, very difficult to determine from this distance.
Is it also because it's quite small and
Yeah, well,
no
this,
idea.
yeah, the neck of the grip is quite narrow of
Yeah.
this one. Also
yeah.
to prevent torque and so that you are in the right position easier. So it's a bit of a narrow necked grip, I would say.
Yeah.
So in theory, that would help against torque.
Yeah. Hannes the Bee says, I meant to ask, is the angle of the lower part smaller or bigger than the Hoyt grip? Depends from where you measure the angle, obviously. But this is lower, so you call it lower. So yeah, if you measure from here, the angle from this grip is bigger to your arrow
Yeah,
than from a Hoyt grip, because a Hoyt grip is higher.
but there is more slant in the grip to make sure your hand goes into the grip more. So like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know if you can see it, but it's basically sloped that way to make your hand slip into the grip.
rather than out of it when it gets wet. I also shot this grip. I shot it in some terrible conditions with a lot of rain and yeah, just rain mostly. Um, which I also and I shot it with sunblock on my hands and I shot it with soap on my hands and like I with my hand position in this grip I won't slip out of it. I will only like go further into the grip rather than slip out of it and try to have it not do that with tension in your arm. So
Yeah.
for me it works wonders. And
And
again
it
like
shows in
this
the
is
rivet
like
shots.
yeah it feels a bit like a sponsored talk or whatever, but we made this grip because I really stand behind it. So like it's not like I'm trying to sell you something that I'm not completely behind.
You are kind of sponsored by Triple Trouble.
Yeah, kinda.
All right. I'm gonna read some more questions. To Jaap, as a bowyer, do different wood take different properties or characteristics? I can't say that word.
Characteristics.
Characteristics. There we go. And how do you use it to tailor the feel of the bow?
Yes, they do have their own properties and stuff. And avoiding that word, characteristics. Yeah.
What word?
Yeah. But yes, they do. All woods are different, but the differences are quite big within a certain species of wood, and that's the actual challenge, because you can well, you take two pieces of wood that are of the same species and that kind of look the same, but they can be really different. So that's the challenge, to feel and find out how different they are and what they need. Because in short, how can I explain this efficiently?
You can't.
I guess, yeah, I probably can't. But in short, if you've got a really weak wood like spruce or pine that's relatively weak, and you try to make a bow out of it, you have to make a really broad, thick bow, because you need a lot of wood yeah, you need a lot of wood in a bow to how do you say that?
Make sure it doesn't break.
Yeah,
The thing is, if you need a lot of wood to get to the poundage because the wood is a lot like weaker. But if you make the
yeah,
bow thicker, you will get compression, breakage, and like stretching. Whereas if you
yes.
make the limbs wider, right? Like this is what I understand
That's
from the
yeah,
Boyer's Bible.
that's exactly right, and it's already kind of into detail, I guess. But yeah, but that's the idea exactly. So if you have a very weak wood, you need to build a wide bow, and if you've got a wood like Osage orange or yew that are very popular for making bows, then you can make a narrow bow, and it looks much nicer. But it can still be well, both of the bows can be as good as each other. So it doesn't necessarily say that the one wood is better.
Maybe I can post a picture of one of the bows of one of our best friends, Leon. He shot last weekend. He shot with a really wide bow, and I think I saw it on his Instagram. And I might be able to post that into the if I know where my phone is. Nobody leave this building. Where's my phone? Oh, found it.
Maybe I can find it. But
Okay.
All right, so I'll continue with the questions in the time that Sjef and Jaap are looking for the photo. What finish is used on a grip? The ones Gijs and Sjef have on their bows look amazing in color and shine. So the finish is a matte varnish, and our grips look great, which is cool to hear. And every grip looks a bit different. So your grip will look a little bit different too than ours. My grip looks different than Sjef's does. So there's a little difference in the darkness and in the texture loose from the wood, because it's just what they basically did. They took one tree and then they chopped blocks out of it, and then they milled that into a grip. Where can you buy the grip in the UK? You can first off check out our website. There are not really for sale in shops yet. There
No,
are
we haven't been contacted by any UK shops yet. There are some shops that sent us an email if they can carry our products, but nothing in the UK just yet.
So also important to note is that if you want your name lasered into it, you have to order it in our web shop, because that's just easiest for us. Because if a dealer gets an order for a grip, he has to send that order to us, and then we have to send it to the dealer, and then the dealer sends it to you. That's all a big hassle. So if you want your name in it, go to our web shop, and you can get your name printed in there. Also, I heard that some people think the shipping costs are a bit expensive to the UK. Maybe you can combine the grip, so find some friends who want the grip too, and have them combined, like sent out to the UK. They are all insurance, like there's insurance on it when we send it out, so that if one gets lost, we are able to give you a new one.
Yeah, and also, since we are a little company that does just small quantities, it's very difficult to get good shipping cost across the board. So we just, we work with our national post company, and they give us a certain price, and that's what we have to deal with.
Yeah.
But if I'm not mistaken, all of the shipments are tracked and insured, right?
Yeah, they are tracked, so you can track them, and you get a tracking code, and they are insured up to, I don't know, like quite a lot. Yeah, so if we lose one grip in the post, we'll definitely get one back.
Yeah, if the tracking doesn't say otherwise.
Which aperture disc do you use on your scope, Sjef?
I don't. I have the scope wide open, and I use the size 29 pin. So I don't have any aperture rings in it.
All right. Have you been involved with any design changes to Hoyt risers?
Yes, but none that I can talk about.
That's clear.
Yeah.
Any signature stabilizers in the future? We can make wooden stabilizers.
Yeah, or we won't.
No.
Bamboo. What?
Or we won't.
Yeah.
Or we won't. Yeah.
That's the thing. We have to figure that out.
Bamboo.
Bamboo stabilizers.
Yeah, I know a guy.
Fishing rods.
When is out to buy? Now. Archery.com. You can buy the grip there, along with shirts, and the cap that Jaap is wearing.
Clicker tool.
So, the clicker tool. We have a clicker tool on the website, and it's the biter. It's made for biter clickers, and you can put it over the what is that called?
Wait.
The ring, which you type clicker up on your bow, and like that's quite sharp. So it always, at least for me, it hurt my fingers. We made a tool.
Sorry.
Explain.
Yeah, I have an example here, an unfinished clicker tool. But... So, kijk en huiver. You have a clicker,
There's no. Oh yeah, there is actually. Yeah.
and this thing is sometimes quite sharp, or oftentimes, and then this is a piece of wood in the shape of that little thing. So you can just put it on there, and you can untighten it or tighten it because I'm doing it mirrored. So untighten, move the clicker, and then tighten it again without hurting your fingers.
Yeah. So, well, especially for when you're flying, it will make sure that your clicker doesn't move because you can tighten it up so tight. So that's a nice tool that we have for Shield too. What more? The Formula XI grip is quite high up. I might consider your grip because having your hand seated into the grip would give you more control, I feel.
Yeah, that's exactly the reason we designed it this way.
So a lower wrist grip, as this one is, will make it easier to keep your both shoulder in a low locked position compared to our high wrist grip. So that's one of the many features of this grip. Why is the price point so high? We explained that earlier in this live stream. For all the work that we put in and for what you get, it is not, in our opinion, and it's definitely worth the buy.
Yeah, and to put it in other words, we could have maybe made the price a little lower, but then it wouldn't be worth it to go through all this effort. So if this price is too high for you, I'm very sorry, but we will not make it lower because it's just too much of a deal for us.
Yeah. And by the way, an X10 is about 60 euros, I guess.
Yeah,
So-
one arrow is same price, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think there aren't any customizable grips available in the market. I know one person who does it, and those are more expensive, I think. And they're quite the same price as other grips that are, you get quite a lot for it. All right, let's see what there more. Some archers do have protrusions in their grips between the thumb and the index finger, right over the webbing of the palm. Some do not have it. Any reasons why some prefer it and some don't?
I think you're referring to the thing that the KSL grip also has. For me, I have quite thick hands, I would say, and it physically hurts to shoot with that grip. So for me, that's enough reason to not do it.
Yeah.
What the reason is behind it, I am not completely sure.
Do you guys plan on expanding to a bigger shop? Maybe sell some other products like bows in the future?
Well, I work in a shop where we sell bows, and I think it would be foolish to try to compete with the shop that I work at because we're doing, yeah, it's a great shop. So I don't think the three of us would be the right people to sell like complete bows and accessories, except for maybe some handmade wooden bows.
Toot toot.
Yeah, that would
Hell
be
yeah.
that would be a possibility. But Jaap is working on his own website where he will sell wooden. Would they still be self bows with bamboo, or is that a different term?
That's not. That's not a self bow. No.
Okay.
Yeah, but there are natural materials. So
Yeah, a traditional
wood
bow.
and bamboo. Yeah, exactly. Wood and bamboo laminated.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to buy wooden bows or just bows in
A real
general, yeah, check out Jaap's web shop in some weeks
Yeah.
rather than ours.
Yeah.
Boldbows.com.
Boldbows.com. And we do have ideas for more products, which
Yeah.
we're obviously not going to tell you, but we do have ideas. And and hopefully we'll be able to put those ideas into actual actions.
Yeah, but yeah, don't expect us to be a full-blown archery shop. We will make products that we like, and yeah, probably only sell our own stuff rather than buying from a distributor and yeah, shipping it to you guys.
Because that's also more fun, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Like,
well, yeah, for me it would be the combination of both, as I am working at a beautiful bow store.
yeah. hmm Um, what more? Besides Chef, of course, who do you think is the best archer?
Guys, next question.
Well, objectively speaking, I would say Brady is at this moment, or at least last year, the best recurve male archer in the world. Uh, but right now, I have no idea. Brady's gonna have a kid. I hope he does well with it, but I don't know what
Yeah.
kind of effect that can have at a person because I've never experienced it myself. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So yeah, either Brady or obviously Kim Woo-jin is
Yeah, the
a
legend.
good one too. Um, what is the approximate delivery time per grip at the moment? As you can see, Chef has been packing grips for about 1 hour now. During the live stream, he's been packing the whole morning. I've been processing orders, so putting orders into the post delivery portal. So we expect him to send out in the coming days.
Yeah,
And then
the
all
plan
depends on where you live.
the plan is to send them out tomorrow morning. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but I'm working hard to make sure that can be done. And like I said, yeah, shipping time depends on how far away you live and on the mail services, because right now with this whole COVID-19 situation, mail services are not as fast as they are usually. So
Yeah. But we do have track and trace codes on every grip we send, so you will be able to check out where your grip is at. So you'll actually know what's up. But the approximate delivery time is okay. You won't have to wait for too long. There's some German guy, Sebastian Kasken.
Who
I do
says?
not speak any German, but I do understand German. And
Okay.
thank you for the
Yeah.
the wishes.
Jaap, Jaap is the
Dankeschön.
yeah our German translator, interpreter.
Yeah, well, he says he doesn't think the price is too high because people are wasting, or not wasting, but spending money on all sorts of stuff. So and
Yeah.
also he wishes us luck with the web shop
That
and
is
thanks us for the cool products. So that's really cool. Thanks,
really nice of him.
Sebastian.
Yeah.
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 Also, Wen Jung Ong, I think that's almost how you pronounce it. The guy who asked why the price is so high. Says no worries. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you. It's appreciated. This might be a little personal, but how does a sponsorship work? How do you get it? Well, you shoot all arrows, or at least as much as possible, arrows into the 10. And then when you're good enough
Sponsors will
compared to
ask you.
others, companies will come to you literally and offer you a deal. That's basically how it works.
Yeah, and some side note, since I'm here anyways, don't just go to competitions, shoot, and wait for people to come to you, but also think about what you can mean for a company. So companies will have to have a reason to sponsor you. So they won't do it just because they think you shoot enough points. They will do it because they think you add something to the company, you add some value. This can be either by winning competitions and therefore giving them exposure, but it can also mean that you are just a good person talking to a lot of people and leaving a good impression. So see what kind of influence you can have that can help a company to make sure that they sponsor you.
Yeah. So you can also take an example for that. Like they want to, expose their company in a good way. So if you're a really nice person, go around talk with a lot of people, and then you'll be more attractive to companies. And on the other side, if you smash your bow into the ground every time you shoot an 8, you'll be less likely to be sponsored.
Yeah.
Because companies see that and don't want people like that on their team.
Yeah, and people like Jaap get really upset about that because they are super happy with an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I wouldn't
Then-
sponsor you. If you get angry at an 8, I wouldn't sponsor you. No.
Are you taking part in the lockdown tournament, Sjef? And
Nope.
if not, why?
Because I wasn't invited. I don't know. I was awaiting an invitation and I didn't get one, which would mean that I am not taking part. That's as simple as it is.
Yeah. Best wishes for your shop. I'm looking forward to win-win grips. Thank you so much, and we are looking forward to the win-win grips too. Then Sebastian says, thanks for the translation. I met you guys last year at Kings of Archery and I had the same problem. I think we're kind of on the end of this live stream.
Yeah, I'm afraid so too.
I agree.
It's
One
time to
10
go
minutes.
cook.
Yeah, it's time to go eat.
All
Yeah.
right.
Some people live in the luxury of their parents' home and they don't have to cook themselves.
I don't have to cook myself in the weekends. It's comfortable. Yeah. Thanks everyone for the questions, and thanks everyone for the orders so far. And if you doubt if you want to get a grip, for now there aren't that much left. We're already through half of our stock, and even more so during this live stream. Also, some orders came in. I saw.
Yeah, a shirt and a grip.
If you want to get your hands on a grip from the first batch, don't hesitate for too long, because they're selling out quite fast. We'll be ordering a new batch, but yeah, that's how it is right now. Thanks once again, and see you in the next live stream.
Yeah, thanks people.
Yeah, see ya. Thank you.
Now we can say thank you, but I have no clue how to end the live stream.
I don't know either.
How do we do that? Oh, there. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Also.
Want to cook a check?
Yeah.